The man America hunted in the skies was hidden on the ground in Erbil. For 20 years, the United States searched high and low across deserts and skies for one man. He was one of the most wanted men on the Pentagon's list, the Jack of Diamonds. He was the architect of the Anfal genocide, the disappearance of the Barzanis, and the chemical attack on Halabja. But in the end, it was revealed that he had been living in safety, sheltered under the shadow of the Kurdistan Democratic Party's authority. While global intelligence agencies spent over 2 decades hunting for the black box of the former Iraqi regime's secrets, the news of Tahir Jalil Habbush's death in Erbil has sent shockwaves across the Kurdish streets and international circles. Habbush, the last director of intelligence under Saddam Hussein, died of heart attack in an Erbil hospital on April 2nd, 2026. His death has unmasked massive political scandal. The executioner of the Kurds was being harbored under the shadow of the Kurdistan Democratic Party's authority, the funeral Jalil Khayat Mosque. The scandal erupted when Salim Jumaili, a former Ba'athist intelligence officer, openly announced that Habbush has died in Erbil and that his funeral would be held at the prestigious Jalil Khayat Mosque. This announcement was viewed as a grave insult to the blood of the martyrs, sparking a wave of outrage among the families of Anfal victims. Under the weight of this public fury, Jumaili was forced to cancel the funeral, citing certain circumstances. Shortly after, the governor of Erbil, Umer Khoshnau, denied any such funeral was taking place. However, the sequence of events proved that only the fear of public backlash, not legal or moral duty, prevented the Kurdistan Democratic Party from honoring a war criminal. Who was Habbush? Tahir Jalil Habbush was no ordinary official. He was a high-value target for the United States, with a $1 million bounty on his head. He played a vital role in the 1983 disappearance of 8,000 Barzanis, the 1988 Anfal genocide, the Halabja chemical attack, and the bloody suppression of 1991 uprising. The ultimate irony lies in Habbush's own memoirs, where he insisted until his final breath that Anfal was correct and legal process. This raises a haunting question. What remains of the Kurdistan Democratic Party's slogans of national struggle when they harbor the very man who orchestrated their people's destruction? A message to Washington. The central question remains: how could the Kurdistan Democratic Party and the Barzani family, who portrayed themselves as the guardians of the Anfal and Barzani victims, shelter their nation's greatest enemy and an internationally wanted fugitive? This sends a message of deep suspicion to Washington. While the US views Erbil as a strategic ally, Habbush's presence revealed that the Kurdistan Democratic Party's clandestines tied with the Ba'athist remnants outweighed its stated principles. This betrayal puts at risk the trust between the Kurds and the United States. Harboring a man the US spent 20 years hunting proved that Erbil has become a dark sanctuary for those who work against American interests and human rights. Stockholm Syndrome. The Kurdistan Democratic Party's decision to shelter Habbush is more than just a betrayal of the 8,000 Barzanis and 182,005 victims. It is a dangerous threat to the future of the Kurdistan region. This is a form of political Stockholm syndrome, where the leadership provides a heaven for its own executioner. Internationally, this labels the Kurdish leadership as accomplices in the war crimes, a stratagema that risks eroding US support and damaging the credibility of the Kurdish cause globally. Tahir Jalil Habbush is dead, but he leaves behind a bitter reality. The executioners were not hiding in the desert. They were resting in the heart of Erbil.